There are many different forms of hyperlinks. One is internally, so for example, let's say I'm on page 1, I could actually have some text here that can link to a bookmark, say on page 2 or 3, or I can also have it linked to another document, so when they click on personality, it links to the personality document here, or I can have it when they click on it, have actual for Phil Collins, they can email him, so give him his email address, or even an external link that when they click on his name, it opens up to his website. Let's do an internal link here. His lyrics define his personality, so I have a bookmark. If I come to the Insert tab here and I click on Bookmarks, you can see there's my lyrics bookmark. When I click on Go To, it takes me down to the lyrics. Close out, scroll back up to the top of the document, and say that his personality is defined by his lyric. I want to go ahead and create a link, so if anybody wants to know more about his personality, they can just click on this and it takes them right to the lyrics. So what I want to do is one of two things. I can either right click and do hyperlink, or after I select it, I can come up here on the Insert tab to the Links group and click on Hyperlink as well. When in doubt, right-clicking is easier. And you get some options over here. First of all, what do you want to link to? Do you want to link to an existing page, a place within this document, create a new document, or just do an email address? Well, first of all, we want to link to some place within this document. So when I click on that, it's looking for bookmarks within the documents and even headings. So instead of linking to a heading, I want the bookmark lyric. I click OK. It creates a hyperlink, so when I hover over it, it prompts me to hold down the control key and click the underlined text here that's in blue. And when I do that, control click takes me right to the lyrics. So there's a hyperlink. Scroll back up to the top. It's like your cross references, you know, when you have a page number and you click on it, it takes you right to that page number. Only this way it looks more like a web page where you actually have anything that's linked will actually be underlined in blue. Hey, how about linking to another document? I have another document down in the exercise folder that I left open. Here I can click on Phil's document, double click, and it opens up his logo document here. It's got his Phil Collins text from WordArt. If I want to link to this document, or any document for that matter, let me first close out of here. And it's simple, just go ahead and find some text, select it, and in this case, instead of clicking on the hyperlink on the Insert tab in the Links group, I can just right click and do hyperlink. Now, instead of a place within the document that I'm in, the current document, I want to go to an existing file, document, web page, and that existing file is going to be within my exercise folder. Of course, you can click on the drop-down arrow and start at the desktop. Go to your desktop here, double-click on the exercise folder, and there's a list of all the documents there. And remember, it's going to be Phil, so all I have to do is select that and click OK. Another thing you can do with any of these links is you can add screen tips. When you click on it, it just basically means that when somebody hovers over the link before they click on it, it'll give them a screen tip saying, this is, and then click OK. So I have my screen tip here that when people hover over it, they know what they're shooting to, which is his logo document. Click OK, and then I can select that and click OK, or just double click on it real fast. Now if I wanted to, I can click on the bookmark. If there's any bookmarks, I can say go right to that bookmark once you open up that document. There's none in here for the Phil Collins, but I do remember that we do have one in our Collins document that's currently open, because when I click on bookmark, there's the lyrics link. Of course, I don't want it to dovetail on itself to circle back around on it. So if you do have bookmarks within their documents, not only can you actually open up that document, but you can go, if there's 20 pages within this document here, you can put a bookmark in there and have it go right to that page within the middle of the document or at the end. So go ahead and click OK. Now there it is, it's linked to another document. When I hover over it, the screen tip comes up. This is Phil's logo document. Control click. It opens up the document here, and I can close out and it leaves my other document open. So there's two ways of doing hyperlinks. You can either link within the document right here, or you can link to another document. In fact, let me do this. I'm going to right click, and I can either remove his hyperlink, or I can edit the hyperlink and say, look, this is supposed to be an email address instead. So I can go ahead and type in, I don't know his email address, maybe Phil. You notice at the moment I start typing it, it adds the HTML text coding mail to : You don't want to delete this, you just want to keep typing. Leave it alone, and then just keep going. Phil, let's say at. What happens is that when people click on that link, when it updates, it'll actually open up their Microsoft Outlook or Outlook Express, and it will be addressed to phil@msn.com, and you can have a subject, and then you can also obviously put a screen tip here. Instead of his logo document, you can say it's his email address, and then click OK. And then go ahead and click OK again, and then when I hover over it, it's the email address, talk to Phil. So when I control click it, It opens up my Microsoft Outlook. That's my default email message program here. So there it is, phil@msn.com. Howdy, Phil. Close out. Don't want to save any changes, so I'm not going to email them. The final thing you can do is you can actually link to a website here. So I can right click, as you know, to edit the hyperlink or even remove it, and it gets rid of it. Or I can go ahead and select it again and right click and create my hyperlink. What I can do is I can go back to my existing file or web page. Now, we don't want an existing file, but we do want a web page. And for the web page, all I have to do is just come down here and type in www. Automatically, it shoots in one of my past web pages, and I don't want msn.com here. Gosh, I don't know what Phil Collins' website is, but heck, I'll just do Disney. And then click OK. So this could be like an April Fool's joke because people think it's Phil Collins, and then when they, of course, if they hover over it, they can see it's addressed to Disney, but they can control click it. Opens up Disney.com. Well, isn't that fun? Close out. Thanks for watching. Hey, as a quick reminder, if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also click on me and subscribe to my channel, get notified of the latest videos, and for only $2 a month, you can have access to all my Microsoft Office training videos.